Hey everyone, my name's Amanda and I'm the Fun Size Reader, and today I wanted to talk to you about Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. I have been waiting for this book forever. Tessa teased it a very long time ago and I've just been waiting. I don't know why. I'm not a golf person, but there was something about this book that I was like, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. I just could feel it in my bones that this was going to be a Tessa Bailey Tessa. Fangirl Down is about a girl named Josephine, and she is Wells Whitaker's #1 fan. He is a professional golfer, and he's been doing very, very poorly lately, but she stood by his side being his #1 fan. Things happen, and they kind of get into an argument. He feels really bad about it. Then a hurricane hits and destroys Josephine's family's pro shop, which she has been putting her life savings into, all of her money, so much so that she hasn't been taking care of her insurance. So her type 1 diabetes supplies and things are getting very expensive. So when Wells offers her, or they agree upon the idea of her being his caddy so that he can make her situation right or help make her situation right, and she can get the money that she needs for her shop and to take care of herself, they kind of get into this partnership to help him win. That was a very mildly, I tried to leave that vague. Some things are very detailed, but that was a pretty vague description for everything that goes on in this book. Star rating, 5 stars. I loved this book, you guys. I loved it. Dare I say this might be my new favorite Tessa Bailey book. I loved this book. This was Tessa in true Tessa form. I thought it was so good. Because it was Tessa in true Tessa form, it was spicy. It was very spicy. This is a 4. It can't be anything less than a 4. It is definitely Tessa, but there is a ton of plot. So it's not like it's just a book for the spice. There's a ton of plot. There's a ton of things going on, but it's spicy. If you like golf, which I don't, even if you don't like golf, if you like forced proximity, if you like chronic disease representation, if you like secret romance, if you like spicy behaviors and incentives and playfulness and protective alpha holes, if you like all of those things, you will find that in this book. All of them, they're all there, and they are all there in full Tessa Bailey glory. This book, I felt, was super on par with It Happened One Summer. I honestly might like this better. I'm not sure. I read It Happened One Summer a very, very long time ago. But also, I think what really helped me love this book a lot was I listened to it on audio, which I don't normally do. I do not normally listen to romances on audio because I get really uncomfortable listening to spicy scenes on audio. I got an advanced copy for the audio version of the book from Libro FM. So thank you so much, Libro FM, for that copy. So I listened to it before it came out. And I didn't even read this book because I was so fixated on finishing the audio. It was so good. I couldn't turn it off. I was literally cleaning my whole house just so I could listen to the audiobook. It was so good. And I loved the narrator. I thought she was so great. It just sucks you in. It sucks you in. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. There are some trigger warnings. A lot of people do like chronic illness representation. However, if you do not like chronic illness representation, or that is a trigger for you, that is something to consider in this book. Also, parent or parental abandonment, also overbearing and overprotective parents. Those are very heavily discussed among all of the characters. So something to think about. I try to keep these romance rom-com reviews very spoiler-free, but there is one thing that I did really want to talk about, and that was the type 1 diabetes representation in this book. I have read quite a few books that talk about type 1 diabetes. The main character has it, somebody else in the book has it, very prevalent to the plot. As someone who is married to someone with type 2 diabetes, a lot of times the books do not hit it right. And Tessa hit it right. She hit it right. I was painting a room and doing work on one of my kids' rooms while I was listening to the audiobook also. And I was in the room with my husband and I kept pausing it and I was like, oh my gosh, she just said this. And then I would listen, oh my gosh, she just said this. And so I was telling him these things because these are things that we deal with in our life. And she was just hitting the nail on the head. And I kept telling him, I was like, either she's diabetic, which I did not know if she is, or she has someone in her life who is. I had no idea. I had no idea. And then I saw her post on her Instagram the other day of her holding up her CGM app. And I got really excited because I was like, oh my gosh, she understands. Like she gets it. I'm not sure if she was talking about herself or if she was following the blood sugars of somebody that she loves. Either way, she hit the nail on the head. And I thought she did a great job with the T1D representation. So yeah, let's just like make this a movie already, okay? I just need this to be a movie. A good one. A good rom-com. Please, just on the screen, get the deal, make it a movie. Can't wait for the au pair affair. I think that's what it's called. Yes. And That's a Hockey Romance. And oh, this one was also Grumpy Sunshine. I forgot to say that. It was also Grumpy Sunshine. Yes, Tessa and her Grumpy Sunshine. Snaps to you, girl. Snaps to you. Keep giving us those, please. They're amazing. If that wasn't convincing enough that you should read this book, I don't know what will convince you to read this book. I loved it. I hope you loved it. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's all I have to say. As always, I will put a link for the book down in the description below. If you like listening to audiobooks and you like supporting independent bookstores, make sure to check out Libro FM. That is how I got a copy of the audiobook for this, and their app is super easy to use. If you like reading fantasy and romance books, I post videos on my channel weekly, so make sure to hit like and subscribe so you're notified the next time I post a video. Thanks so much for chatting with me today about Fangirl Down. Can't wait for Tessa's next book, and I'll see you guys next time.